You ever wanted more pleasure in your life? Hey, it's Rachel, and I've been an intimacy coach for 10 years. So we've been doing this series all year long, talking about ways to incorporate pleasure into your everyday life for yourself, but also in a partner relationship if you're interested. This month, we're going to be doing this little series of what your woman wants me to tell you. Okay, so this is a series that I'm just hoping you'll be open-minded and also to open up your heart, because 9 times out of 10, there's 2 reasons why women want me to tell you this information. It's either because they've been telling you all along and you're not hearing it, or, which is more common, that they don't even know what they want, so they expect as a man you're going to know how to give it to them, okay? So the very first kickoff to the series, we talked about kind of the programming of American women and white women and why they think the way they think about stuff and how they show up in the world in terms of their role as a woman. I want to expand upon this because we didn't really have a lot of time to go into that in greater depth, so I encourage you to watch yesterday's video, because today what we're going to expand upon is this idea and notion, in my opinion, in my experience, being an intimacy coach, 10 years of talking to women, that's a minimum of 3,500 individual conversations. I guarantee you that's a very low estimate. So we need to talk about this. And I feel like there's been a giant shift that's happened within my business as well. So I can speak to the truth of this. In our country, in our culture, I don't know when it began, but I'd have to say between the 60s and the 80s, women were tired and fed up of being told who to be. Okay, I'm not saying that your version of what a woman should be is wrong necessarily, but you also have to respect that as an individual, we get to choose who to be. And so when there's these ideas placed upon you that even if the majority of the masses enjoy being homemakers, enjoy cooking dinner, enjoy raising the children, that's not true of everybody. It's not true of everybody. And when we have women who step outside and say, hey, I could totally raise children, but I also want to be a CEO, we need to recognize and accept that, because we would never think twice if a man said it. So for women, they've been coming out of their shell over the last few decades in terms of saying, hey, I know what I want. Hey, I want to get what I want, but you won't even let me vocalize what I want. And so this is a scary situation for some people, especially men, I feel. In the best way possible, you need to hear my heart, okay? Your intention is, but things have always worked this way, so why would I change it up, wifey? Things have always catered to me. Like, I've been the provider. Like, we have the white picket fence, blah, 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 blah. Now, these are obviously very large generalizations, but I would just ask you to tap in and ask yourself, what is your expectation of a partner? What is your expectation of a wife? What is your expectation of whatever it is that's going to be living with you? Because I guarantee you both have different perspectives. And if we are not on the same page, we have unverbalized resentment. All right. So we definitely need to make sure that we have a very clear picture of what our expectations are, vocalizing that to a partner, asking the partner the same exact question, getting very clear about what's important in this specific relationship, and throwing out all the other shit that doesn't work. We can't even talk about sex and intimacy before we haven't addressed emotional labor and things around the house with kids and chores and things like that, future bill planning, all that. It's so important, and it compounds on the spiritual endurance about desire and sex, I guess, right? So I'm at the 3-minute mark, so I gotta go again, but stay tuned because we got plenty more information to come this month. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you got some content from this, and subscribe for more, I guess, all right? See you tomorrow. Love your face. Mwah. Bye-bye.